Joey, in it for very long spells of the game, but probably the same feeling, a bit of disappointment at the end.
Yeah, without a doubt that. And as you said, I think we were in the game, we were in the fight. Some brilliant performances with the last day tonight. We're coming in at 0-0 at half time. Obviously, that was job one done, I suppose, you know. And we spoke at half time, bringing the game late on. We knew we were going to get chances. I felt we were going to get chances because we had a couple of moments in the first half in the break. I suppose how high they press and leaving 2v2 at the back, we felt that we might have got a bit of joy in that. And listen, we got a big chance obviously at 0-0, 65, 70 minutes on the clock, and we didn't take it. And I suppose they got the other end and have a lovely work set play and executed it, nailed it, and they take that lead. It's obviously difficult then to come back, but again, we just thought we stayed in the fight. I thought the lads really stayed in the fight for a long period of that, and we are still in it. And look, to give away the second goal, it's a cheap giveaway from us on the ball. And again, at this level you get punished, and I suppose that's the learning that we take away.
I suppose when you look back on it, like, it didn't look like they were two teams at different levels for a very, very long time in that game. It's very competitive.
Yeah, and listen, we wanted that. As I spoke to you before, we didn't come here just to take part in the game. You know, we wanted to impose ourselves on the game, knowing that you're coming up against quality opposition, high technical players that keep the ball. But knowing that we had to have a threat and we had to try to press them and take our chances when we did press them. And I suppose that moment was a big moment, you know, when you come to these places, you don't get too many of them. We left the chance behind here, and they go up and nailed their set play, and it's a tough night then, you know.
In a weird way, does it feel like it's the third time we felt this way after a game?
Yeah, because I think when you look back, especially in the group stages, we've left plenty of chances behind, and I think that's the regret in all the games really. Sometimes you come up at a level, especially at this level of player that you're coming up against, sometimes the quality, and I suppose the quality on the set play was just, that's sometimes you're open for, you know. But for me, the chance that we've created in the 4 games now, not to have got more points than we have, I suppose that's going to linger for a long time.
I know moral victories is never something you go looking for, but the quality of them, could you talk about that for a minute? Like, they just look to be so quick getting the ball back, like they very rarely misplace the pass. They're really technical.
Oh yeah, 100%. Listen, some real quality players, I suppose, from a point of view there, bringing on a half time, the lad they bring on a half time. I mean, here a player that came through their academy, I think that is by the sounds of the things, speaking to people in the background here, they're going to take big money for, you know, and I suppose that's the level you're operating on here. That's what I said to the lads, that's the players that you want to go up against and test yourself against, you know. And as I said, I thought we were in the fight for a long period there tonight, but ultimately, I suppose their level showed in the end.
In a weird way, does it show how far we've come as a football club? Because maybe this task a year, 2 years ago would be a very, very different outlook maybe.
Yeah, listen, I think that's a big thing, you know. As I said, I think our 0-0, 65, 70 minutes, just before 70 minutes, suppose we score, we're still in the game really, and they're going to have to do that when you come over here, you give up possession, they're having chances here, you need players to perform, your goalkeeper, your lads at the back, that's how to be it. But you need to have a threat on the break, obviously, because you can't just take it all night here, and I suppose that was the game plan really, you know, and we created that chance, and we didn't take it, unfortunately.
The John Martin chance, it's going to be the big talking point. I'm sure John will be bitterly disappointed.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, that goal he had that night, he had over Mareka, they get the fans here and live forever, like, you know, and like Anthony knows here, I don't, he doesn't need me to tell him, you know, it's the way there's chances in the game before that and the one before that. Here, when you get them, you've got to take them. That's the name of the game.
We talked about how far the group has come on. I suppose the one thing you take is we haven't had a night like Zurich away where we've been blown away or blitzed by a team, and we've probably upped the levels of quality we play.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think that was we took learnings from that game there, and I think as a group and as a squad, players that played that night, you know. So you need to stay in the game and you need to manage it. I suppose going back to that Zurich game, you could see that so early into it. And when you're playing at these levels, when you do that, you're in for a long night, you know. So I think we managed the first part of the game really well, and didn't give them up too many chances. Got the half time 0-0, I suppose, with a game plan knowing that the longer the game goes on, they were going to get a little probably more desperate for the win and create maybe more 2v2 chances at the back, and ultimately I suppose that's how the game developed second half, and we got the opportunity, we didn't take it.
You probably saw that little bit of desperation creep in when they started having pot shots, with Vessel dealt it very, very well.
Yeah, no, 100%, and as you said here, they're obviously at home, favourites, wanting progress in the group themselves, so they were always going to go for it, and look, I'm repeating myself now, but obviously when you get to them, you have that moment, you've got to take it, and you don't, they work a lovely set play, make it 1-0, And here, as I said, we're still in the fight. So the second goal was disappointing from my behalf because I think we have good possession of the ball, and Sean gives it away. And again, sometimes at this level, that's just that little bit of nous where you just take the hit, fall over the ball, keep the ball, and you probably get it free out, and you relieve the pressure, and you're still in the fight for a little bit longer. You give that up there, obviously. Here, it's 5-6 passes later, and the lad has a shot in 25-30 yards, puts it in top corner. So, but that's the level you're playing at.
Just a word on Sean Gannon. Obviously, he's broken the record tonight. What a servant, not just for the League of Ireland, but he feels like he's been at Shels 10 years.
Yeah, no, listen, brilliant. Great for him, great for his family, I suppose, especially in a game like this. I think I'd say he had family over here, so yeah, it's a great achievement for him, and yeah, it's a fantastic achievement.
You've talked about the supporters being the lifeblood of the football club. Only the guts of 1,400 made the trip over. Only 1,200 got in, but they were with you from minute one to leave.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, Darren. You know, and I suppose here, listen, going out in the warmth, they're there in the warmth, they're creating an atmosphere. I suppose the atmosphere that they created stayed with the team the whole way. Here, it's obviously just disappointing that we didn't give them, I suppose, a goal to cheer.
In a weird way, did you take heart from this going into the next two games? Because performance-wise, it was a really strong performance.
Yeah, no, and it is that. But here, listen, I think now 2 games in this have been the same, and I think it's the same again going into Palace. It'll be a different game, different opposition, different formation, who you're playing against and stuff like that. So it's a different occasion. So look, we'll get over this tonight, park it, and then move on to try to get a game plan for Palace.
Thanks, Joey. Safe home.
Cheers. Thank you.